up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Go with that team, stand in the way. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side, going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Brad Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, here we go. Feeling good on a Friday. Glad you're with us. Timmy Hall, Bodie Wells, the Bode Man.
Bodie,
He's riding high.
Can you hit the clap button for yourself?
I can do that. I'll clap him.
Thank you.
And that voice right there, Dane Sanzenbacher. Sanzi boy.
Oh, run the clap back. Oh, don't. That sounded bad. Don't clip that.
Don't clip what?
Oh, good. You didn't catch it then.
Yeah, the nickname?
No.
It's coming at you, man. Fast and Furious. How you doing? How you been? It's been a while since I've seen you. Been a minute.
It's been great. I was here to do our pregame show. I'm actually happy I can hear you. Shout out to our guy, Big Cat.
What do you mean?
Big Cat Andy Katzenmoyer.
Yeah?
You know, he didn't come prepared. So
stop.
I had
Big Cat, come on.
Well, I had to lend him the little adapter that puts these headphones in.
Let me explain that real quick to everybody listening. That's like liquid gold. That's what that is in our world. You have to have a supply of these 1/4-inch adapters because
I'm trying to think of a comp in a different industry.
Yeah.
Like how it's an unsung hero.
Like what would that be to like a football player? Like that 1/4-inch adapter. Is that like your gloves as a wide receiver? Like you've got to have those, or your towel, like something that's on your kit. But that's how important those are.
Your kit.
Because your kit. Yeah, I went with the soccer lingo right there.
That.
But you can't hear. You got to plug in your headphones.
Essentially you have the little headphone jack, but it has to have essentially, you know, like the bigger one, the audio jack. You know, the one that's on your electric guitar that you play.
The one that the Epiphone that I look at.
Yep.
Say, oh, this? You want me to play this for you?
So anyway,
okay.
I gave it to him and I said, Big Cat, sure, you can use this. When you're done with it, just throw it in this cup holder right here.
Yes, we have
the pen holder.
A pen holder
just check
that has no pens in it.
I said, I'll get it next time. I thought there was about a 4 to 6% chance it was going to be in there. When I got in, sure enough, my man, Big Cat.
You know what?
Left it for me, and now I can hear you.
Way to go. Andy Katzenmoyer, one of the scariest mofos I have ever seen in person.
Who knew I would know Andy Katzenmoyer personally now?
I know,
That's a weird thing. That's weird for me.
If you were to put you and Andy Katzenmoyer
in a cage and said, who's getting out?
Not that.
Okay.
If you were just put you two guys together and ask innocent bystanders, which one of these men played more games in the National Football League?
Oh, my gosh. That
would, I mean.
It's kind of rude.
No, it's not rude.
Okay.
There's a compliment.
What was the answer?
Dane, when we talk about you behind your back, it's always glowingly because none of us can even believe, like, once we've met you, and it's got nothing to do about your personality at all, but it's like
because it's not good.
We get bigger as we get older, but we see so many of us here at the radio station that are just actually physically bigger than you, and it blows our mind. It impresses us that you lasted in the National Football League for 4 seasons.
Can't measure, Tim.
Heart. There you go. The legs feed the wolf, gentlemen.
It's what you can't measure.
He's got the heart of a lion. Like it's really unbelievable. I credit you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Hall. I appreciate it. I'm flattered. Bodie, do you have anything nice to say about me? We could start this show off on a real good note.
Yeah, I got a lot of nice things to say about you.
Remember how nice I was to you when I walked in?
That's exactly what I was going to say. Walked in, gave me not just like a hug, like good to see you. Almost like imagine a soldier coming back home from fighting in a war type hug.
It was like that. Like, son.
We did this, and it's so good to see you, and I love you, and I missed you. You
Bodie,
didn't say
it was
those
because
words, I felt it.
That's what I felt too, and I'm glad that came
it was
through.
Awesome.
It's because I'm actually happy for you.
I haven't had a hug like that in a while, to be honest with you.
Amazing.
Well, I know what Notre Dame means.
We should hug more often.
I am totally for that.
Like,
I think you ought to.
We don't need to go too far, but just a nice,
And you know what made it better, Bodie? You know what made it better, too? I had on my nice big puffer jacket.
Puffer jacket helped, yeah.
It just felt good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's very huggable. But no, we did a It was actually a 97-1 event with Brady Quinn. I didn't know how big a fan Bodie was of the Irish until he showed up at this event.
That's so cool. So you actually went out to Bo Bishop's bourbon event that they did with their foundation, and were you there with your family as well?
My mom and stepdad went. Now, they went because my stepdad's big into, like, the bourbon scene.
Okay.
So,
and you
were interested in that.
You had a nice meet with Brady Quinn.
Yeah, let him know.
That's cool.
Brady,
hashtag let him know.
Nobody on this. Yeah, shout out to the cast. I told him, I said, Brady, there are probably a few people on this earth that care about that football team more than I do.
You ain't lying.
It was just really nice to watch you play when I was growing up.
Oh,
wow. Well, I'll say I'm feeling really good about myself. I
think we're all feeling good right now.
Yeah, everybody's good. Everybody's good. Everybody's in a good mood. We're good.
Football makes us happy.
You're good.
Andy Katzenmoyer put the thing back in the thingy.
He put the thing back in the thing.
How did he do that? It's amazing. He's got headphones. He can hear the show.
I can hear the show. I know Andy Katzenmoyer personally. Notre Dame won for you. I mean, everybody's good.
Buckeyes.
Remember?
Buckeyes.
We should talk about him maybe this hour.
Basketball game tonight.
That too.
Man, they're going to win. Bodie, what was the score of that Notre Dame game last night?
That was 23-10.
Bang. Look at him. He knows the score to every game.
Well, that one was last night.
Dane, I'm being serious now.
Okay.
Pick any game. Pick a game. I guess I'll have to do it because I'm the one that's got the note that got the keyboard up. Give me a year. Give me a year.
1999.
In the last 15 years. Okay. In the last 15 years.
2000. Well, 2018.
2018. Okay, here we go. 2018, Notre Dame. You can obviously tell this is live radio. We're doing this on the fly. Bodie's about to show you one of his very special skills. Okay, so, this was a good year. He's going to know this is a good year. Okay, the Notre Dame 2018, Saturday, October 13th, you played the Pitt Panthers.
I was at this game.
Oh, my God.
And we won 19-14.
No way.
There it is.
And know what else? So
what did Ian Book do that day?
He had a pretty nice day because we couldn't run the ball. He hit Miles Boykin for probably a 30-yard touchdown or so to win it with about 5 minutes left.
You said Boykin?
Yeah, Miles Boykin. Yep.
Do you know what Book threw for?
298.
264.
Okay.
Tim, do you know you randomly just selected my birthday?
Get the heck out of here.
That was a great day.
A lot of random stuff's happening, guys. We're flowing. Yes, October 13th. I don't know what age I turned.
Happy birthday on October 13th.
I might have still been in my 20s. I'd have to do the either way.
Oh,
we're
my
cooking.
God. We're cooking. So, Dane, best thing, most noticeable thing, what was the biggest takeaway from blasting Oregon 41-21?
Oh, that's a big question.
No, it's not.
Well, most notable is that was a very similar team that showed up at Tennessee. So, I mean, it did not at all look like that was a one-off fluke.
Yeah,
that seems and if you're watching, that looks like that's who you are now. So I think that's the biggest takeaway from that game is like, okay, well, you really like where you're sitting right now. If you're an Ohio State fan, or even if you're Ohio State looking at the rest of the field, you have to feel pretty good.
Everybody hopes and prays in any sport, right? You hope and pray that you somehow find the best version of your team at the very end. You got to get into the party first.
And this is the 1 year that this was possible, that you got the chance to then get in and now turn on your best version of yourself. Every other year, sorry, you're in a different bowl game. You don't get this chance.
Do you feel it like the rest of us do, I think, now? Because I do. I feel it.
Do I feel
try to
what?
keep it mostly down the middle here with how I feel and my predictions about this team.
No, you don't.
I do.
Oh, my Bodie.
I pick the Buckeyes every game?
No, yes. What?
No, I don't.
Bodie, can you recall Tim ever not picking Ohio State?
Does basketball count?
No.
Okay.
They play a zillion games.
I think it's probably been a minute since you picked against the Buckeyes. But
Dude,
I don't.
You host the Buckeye show. Don't say you.
But I don't.
Throw
Obviously,
it down the
I
middle.
didn't pick them against the. Obviously, I didn't pick them against the Wolverines. I mean, I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, I picked them to beat Michigan. There was no way they couldn't beat Michigan.
I remember
until
you
they
picked
lost.
Penn State because I remember asking you about it, and you were very uneasy. But I think you picked Penn State to win.
I did pick Penn State, right?
I thought I meant to say Ohio State.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
okay, but I get what you're saying. You're saying you feel right now very confident in this team in a way that you hadn't all year.
Tim said last night, take it to the bank. The Buckeyes will win in the next 2 games.
I did.
You did. You did say that.
I did. Yeah. Now I'm double-digit wins on the way to the Natty. Double-digit point wins. Yeah, right. It's hard. Like, what you've seen.
You could make up a scenario where I guess it's not, but from what we've seen, why would you think differently?
I can't.
They are as dangerous. They look as good as they advertised at the beginning of the season. It just took this long to get there because they haven't looked like this.
They have not looked like this at all this year.
They haven't.
They've never looked like this.
They've won a lot of games. Mm-hmm. They've won some close. They've won some ugly. There's always been things to pick at.
They weren't performing against Akron or Marshall or those teams in the first halves. The way that they did these last 2 weeks.
They just needed some time to work out the kinks.
Needed the whole season.
Needed the whole
damn season to figure it out. Thank God this thing extended. Thank God for these crazy idiots that run college football that can't do anything right. They gave us this. Mm-hmm. They gave us this 12-team playoff.
Right into the right direction of this Buckeye team.
I saw something today that was a perfect reason for a Friday flashback to a moment and a reaction that we laughed about at the time, but goodness, it is spot on now. That's next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Winners of the prestigious Platinum Microphone Award every year, given to the best radio station in the world. No need to look it up. It's real. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
AgPro has been family-owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
Don't miss a minute of the Ohio State football postseason presented by CareSource, Kroger, and State Farm. Celebrate the culmination of the 2024 season with all of Buckeye Nation and follow along on the official athletic site from the opening postseason kickoff to the final whistle in Atlanta. We have you covered. It's the 2024 Ohio State football postseason presented by CareSource, Kroger, and State Farm. Visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/postseason central now for more information. Go Bucks!
The Jackets are back in Nationwide for a battle with the Blues. Live fan coverage starts Saturday night at 6:30.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Your home for Blue Jackets hockey, The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
I wish I'd gotten treated for my erectile dysfunction sooner. Men, I hear this all the time from our patients. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if ED is a problem in your life, resolve to get it treated today and stop having it affect you and the one you love. ED is simply a medical condition, and it's fully treatable. And at Tri-State Men's Health, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, your ED will be a thing of the past. In fact, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and you'll likely find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. It's the new year. Resolve to get your ED treated and change your life. Call us at Tri-State Men's Health. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of clouds around, scattered snow showers, and a brisk finish on this Friday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 20s. Overnight, falling back down to the teens. We'll see more clouds, but breezy conditions and a dry start to your Saturday. Plenty of sunshine Saturday, but cold and breezy. Highs only in the mid 20s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Brace yourselves for more Buckeye banter. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy Hall and Dane Sanzenbacher on the Buckeye Show tonight. The Boatman is back there. He's happy because he's Notre Dame guy. We're obviously happy because the Buckeyes are in the semifinals and they're going to play Texas. They're going to the Cotton Bowl. We're just talking about it during the break. I erased that Missouri game from my memory bank. When people brought that up, like, oh, yeah, they were just here at this stadium. I'm like, what do you mean? They were? Oh, yeah, that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that. That wasn't a game.
Yeah, I've deleted it too. It popped back in my mind because of what Michigan was able to do to Alabama. I looked at it because I was like, well,
yeah.
I was looking at. I didn't realize that Michigan had sat so many of their starters, or that so many guys opted out.
Both of the running backs.
Yeah. So right? I'm like, both running backs, and 3 to 4 of their D linemen.
It's amazing.
A lot of their all Big Ten guys. So I'm like,
with those D linemen gone, Bama couldn't run. I'm looking at it right now. 29 carries for 68 yards. Michigan couldn't run it either. They couldn't do anything. They out-toughed Alabama. Alabama wanted to play that game. And guess what?
How do they keep getting people to do that?
That's a way to lose against them. 19-13.
What's going on that we don't see that is tricking people into playing their game?
I don't know.
I can't explain it.
Here's what I was also asking you.
Just throw it a zillion times.
Here, I think I brought this up recently, but because we were talking about in the first segment how crazy it was. Thank God we're here, though, that the Buckeyes took the entire regular season to find this team. So we're not nuts, right? Like we feel it too, because I think we're prisoners of this where, and this is part of what goes into my critique of Ohio State football, is that the entire college football world sees it with them every year, and you are, I won't say gifted, because you recruit. You've put these teams together. You acquire talent. You've got highly paid coaches that know football, that have been around a lot, and you're in the top 2 or 3 every single year. So my thing is then, where are the championships? You got to be held to a higher standard then. If we think that about you and you don't win the Big Ten title, you don't beat Michigan, you don't win national championships. Let's go. So here we are. We're not dumb. Those guys, that came in, Caleb Downs, Seth McLaughlin, he won the Remington. Quinshon Judkins comes in. He's awesome. All the guys that came back. This is an awesome team with awesome players. Now they're playing like it, but thank God they've done it.
Well, that's what this season has. What's been different about this season is this opportunity created that wouldn't have been. In any other year, this team's best is buried. The best this team can be gets buried. Because they don't get the opportunity to play in a meaningful game. They might play a bowl game, but it was going to be an underachieving team. It would be a lot of those teams loaded with talent. And that's why the Michigan game was so important in those games, because it ended everything. It did. You didn't get to see the height of these teams.
Still important. It's really important. Just because we're here in the playoffs doesn's mean that
Let's
game
not do
should
this again, Tim.
I don't want to do it again.
Don't do it again.
I don't want to do it again.
There was pitchforks.
There
was people in the chat.
Yeah.
I'd never said it didn't matter. I was just. This is a scenario where we're lucky that the system is this way.
Yes.
Because it created this. And it makes me think, too, how many years do you think?
That's a big pause.
Because I'm a big thinker.
Yeah.
I go deep into thought.
That's deep.
Yeah. It makes me think, how many years did we go and we might have missed who the national champion actually was?
You know that it's plenty.
Had to be.
That's sports, right?
Because in that system,
a two-team system where only two teams got there for so many years, and then even with the four, the Buckeyes themselves in a lot of the years with the four-team system were really good, but they shot themselves in the foot and couldn't go. And just couldn't go. That's life, right? But my thing here, looking at this Alabama-Michigan game and how that went, and thinking back to the Ohio State-Michigan game, and it took them all year to find this team. Should Ohio State statistically have been a team this year that, say, threw for close to 400 to 415 a game, ran for 100, 125? It's not as, because they talk about, gotta have balance, right? And to an extent, I agree, you want to run the football, but if you're so good, there have been offensive systems in college football that have been really successful, that have churned out 5,000-yard passers. Ohio State churned out a 5,000-yard passer in Dwayne Haskins. I'm just saying, it looks like what we've seen here, and I know the passing numbers haven't been that big. I think there's more out there on the field, and even on top of all the plays that are being made in these last two games, so much talent to throw the ball to.
I think you're right, but I think it's kind of oversimplifying, just saying passing more is the answer. I think there should be more total offense. Sure.
I think
what you're seeing now is not just a product of now you're throwing the ball. It was that simple. Just throw it. Now, on some levels and in some games, maybe it was. But overall, you're just seeing a different offense. Even though it is complementing itself well, the success in the pass game, they're still running the ball well. It's just everything just seems to be meshing in a way.
I just think that they throw the ball better than they run it. I do. And they throw the ball so well, and then that opens things up in this running game for immensely talented guys like, and again, Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins are as good a backs as you're going to find in college football. And if you soften things up a little bit, they will expose some defenses. Like you saw Travion bust off a 60-plus yard run when you got the 24-0 lead. That's what I think is there. And to get to this guy, so this was a little flashback fun, Dane. So follow me along here. We take a journey back to December 20th, 2023, when talking about how well these guys throw the football and why they do. This was Ryan Day's signing day press conference. And someone posted this up. I saw a couple accounts post this up, and I saw this. I'd forgotten all about it. I said, man, that is timely. Let's do that. So he's at his press conference, talking about all his recruits, because you're allowed to talk about them once they sign. You don't have to do can't talk about that guy. That's the whole reason for the presser, right? Well, he hadn't gotten the official word about Jeremiah Smith until this very moment while he's answering a question about another recruit.
And you know what you're getting when you get somebody out of Glenville, you know? Really?
Yes, really. It's real. Yeah.
You hear it say, yes, it's real. He looks over to his sports information director, which I believe was Jerry Emig over there, and just gives that really, and the look on his face, and he drops down. He kind of doubles over.
Because Jeremiah had just committed?
Because Jeremiah Smith had not just committed, had signed. Signed, sealed, and delivered. It's a sure thing. He's coming. This was more of it.
So you're motion through it? How you feeling? You got to address the floor is yours. You got to address that one.
Yeah, well, I don't know if everything's in yet. Jerry, you got to check to make sure it's in.
Hey, Mike, you want to check with Justin?
Yeah. Before I do something and get myself in trouble.
So Jerry said you might want to check with somebody. Like, let's wait. This was the other thing he got asked later in the presser.
I can only imagine you literally buckled earlier. What has this day been like for you?
I mean, the first beer is going to taste good. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, well, whichever one's the coldest.
Yeah, the coldest. Wasn't there a football player named?
There sure was.
The coldest. Who was that, Bodie?
Was it Dakotas Crawford? Does that sound
sounds right?
Nebraska?
Yeah,
maybe?
Nebraska. I'm going to have the coldest
Rolade.
one. Yeah, it was. That. And people kind of cooked Ryan Day for that. You remember that? Like, you saw some national pundits, people on social media, for that moment. And it was after they lost the Michigan game, so they were going in to a meaningless Cotton Bowl game that a lot of us were not jacked up. We're not excited for that one at all. But that I thought that was funny at the time. And look how accurate that is now. Like, the guy that they got
is like, you could sign a lot of players that have that 5-star status, and you react like that, and 2 years later he transfers and he did nothing. I think Jeremiah Smith's play this year made Ryan Day's reaction
that's going to age very
exactly.
well. I think that will be an all-timer as this career goes on for this kid, to look back and like, okay, that was the moment and not an overreaction.
He's going to be a rich man before he goes to the NFL, this young man. That bag is going to be sizable. Holy
you talking
cow.
about future or current?
Now, in the off season, next year, junior season.
We talking like Grinch Stole Christmas type of?
I am. I think I am.
Bag?
I think that bag's going to be the biggest one we've ever seen, and we're going to have to come up with it because we can't let him go. Ryan Day was getting ready for the Cotton Bowl, addressed the media today, had another great line. And Nicole Sheeran at 10 TV, she's going to join us in studio in 2 minutes to break it all down. That's next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag #BuckeyesCare.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 1/7/25. See app for full terms.
Attention Buckeye Nation. Get ready and grab a Coors Light to cheer on our Ohio State Buckeyes as we fight for a spot in the championship. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose chill. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Hi, this is Ron from the Good Feet store. Are you standing on painful feet all day? Don't lose hope. We want to help you live without pain. Discover your options and visit goodfeet.com. Or stop in today at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway in Grove City.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's the Buckeye Show, where our diet is football. And whatever diet Tyvus is on today.
The Buckeye Show is presented by Coors Light.
Timmy Hall, Dane, Sanzenbacher, and now joining us in studio. And there's lots of ways to watch and listen. Of course, you know that. You can watch. Well, there's one way to watch. There's lots of ways to listen, and there's a way to watch, of course, by popping into YouTube, and you can get the show that way. And if you're doing that, you'll see Nicole Sheeran of 10 TV.
Hello, everyone.
How we doing, Nicole?
We're doing great.
Any relation to Ed?
I get asked that all the time. I wish the answer was yes.
You would ask that.
Yeah, you would.
Just popped into my head.
That's a dad thing to ask.
Oh, you didn't.
Sanzi
She just
boy.
dunked on me.
I didn't add the boy. I was
No,
being
that's
nice.
we just talked about how that's the ultimate like pat on the head for me, of calling me Sanzi
Well, you did
boy.
just ask me about Ed Sheeran.
I know.
so
I totally deserved
You kind
it.
of did that to yourself.
And that was very quick of you, so kudos.
I got turned into a Timmy, but you know,
I thought you liked that.
I
thought you liked
embrace
it, too.
it.
Do you not like that?
No, it's fine. I'm just saying.
Fine is my least favorite word.
I point out, if you look at movies, pop culture, whatever it is.
I'm actually mad I said that now.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, that you'll notice you'll notice this to be true. That's usually like a person in a position of weakness. The name is more often than not Timmy.
Wow.
Just think about it.
Well, because it's like little Timmy.
Yeah, like little Timmy, Tiny Tim.
Timmy.
Tim in Jurassic Park. He's getting electrocuted off the fence. He's an idiot.
I'll try to come up.
Why do I kind of like compare it? That's kind of a good like relation to
You know what I might do, Tim? I might.
That's bad. Come on.
I might zag in for our Power 5 later on. I'm going to try to come up with the most powerful Tims I can think of.
Powerful Tims.
Well,
Tim-
we'll figure it out. We have a good one out coming up, so maybe we won't
we
do
do.
that. But I'll do that just personally
That's
for you and
good.
text you off air.
Tim Brown.
There you go.
Heisman?
Tim Allen, voice of
Tim
Michigan.
Allen.
Oh, you got some good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. I'm scared.
Yeah, Tim Allen, the tool man. Santa Claus as well.
Yep.
Tim Riggins, Friday Night Lights.
Oh,
I got Nicole. Yeah.
I just started watching that
Riggo.
again. Riggo.
That's a great show. It's one of my
good.
top 5 favorite
So
dramas.
good.
Tim
It's
Duncan.
so great.
Timmy.
One of
Timmy.
the greatest
and we call him
college
Timmy.
NBA basketball players.
Tim
ever.
McGraw.
It's true.
Tim
Great
McGraw.
one.
All right, we just went. We got 5. We just did 5.
We're
There you
just
go.
naming people. This
My
is
God,
awesome.
Tim Hall, right? There we go. There we go. We did it. So let's go to the press conference today.
Okay.
All right. Before we get to some of the other good stuff that you were out there and covered things today, we had a Zoom portion.
Yes.
Right? Because we're the bowl people, Nicole, right, are taking over a little bit, right?
They are. Yeah, things have changed a little bit in terms of how things work, but that's cool. Yeah, we've got the Zoom portion, which today it was 20 minutes of Zoom, and the people in the room did not ask questions during that time.
They had to shut up.
Correct.
Just
Which
wait
is
your
hard.
turn.
It's very
Yeah.
hard for reporters and TV people to do
And,
that.
and so, like, you've seen this before. Dane, I don't know if you ever took part in this, but I think it's kind of funny when it happens when you might have a player that's aspiring to be a broadcaster or someone's in journalism school. We've seen this. I can't think of names right now, but we've had several Buckeye football players that are current players come in here. Paris Johnson Jr. came into the studio. He's doing so great in the NFL. He doesn't need broadcasting right now, but he had mentioned how he might want to do this at some point. So that's cool. And they ask questions. I don't know if you ever did that or had to field a question from one of your teammates or something in a press conference,
No.
someone joking around or anything.
Nope.
Never happened.
Never
no
happened.
jokes for
Well,
Dane.
No.
we did have a.
I'm more upset that they're kind of putting the local media in the corner, Nicole. You guys have been in this grind the whole time, and now you got to wait on a Zoom for your turn.
Thank you.
So when
I'll write a letter or an email.
So when Jeremiah Smith wanted to ask a question in today's press conference, we were all like a little taken aback when, like, you'll hear they have a moderator for these things that says like, so-and-so Jimmy Smits from, I don't know why I just picked actor Jimmy Smits, who is a writer for the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Like, yeah, Coach Day, I want to talk about your defense here. So here's what happened here.
Coach, your next question will come from Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Will looked maybe the most comfortable he's looked all season against Oregon. How do you, going into this game, capitalize on that confidence, that momentum? How do you really make that count for you?
We just keep it throwing it to you.
I know. It's great. I've reminded my family many times how amazing the name is week in and week out.
Ryan, that's good.
It was,
He's got deadpan. He's got a little Leslie Nielsen in him.
See, I would like to say something about this because I love seeing Ryan like that at the podium. Like, I feel like we've seen that more recently in the playoffs where he's kind of like cracking a joke or something happened last press conference where he cracked a joke or something.
What did he say?
Some joke happened. Everybody started laughing. It was hilarious. He's loose up there, which I like that.
I have a hunch on why he would be more loose.
Why do you think?
Because he just blew 2 teams out in a row.
Exactly.
In the most important, in these big
are a smart guy.
It was a hunch. I'm not, not a professional,
right.
but I thought
Maybe.
he's probably in a good mood and getting some rest.
This son of a gun.
Well, I don't know if he is getting rest because I don't know if you heard this listen to this, Tim or Dane, but somebody asked him about, did you take any time to relish in the win? And he said, I didn't sleep on the flight. I started watching Texas tape. He took no time
Maybe
to
this
go to
one's
the next
it.
one.
I think let's listen to some of what he had to say in addition to when Jeremiah Smith crashed the press conference on how that last game doesn't matter much anymore. It's Texas week.
We're just going to focus on the execution and making sure that, we're preparing ourselves as best as we possibly can to go play this game against these guys on Friday night. And that's it. Nothing else matters. Nothing that's happened previously is going to have any effect on what's going on other than learning from our experiences. So we got to do a good job of starting from scratch again. I think that's one of the things that our guys need to understand is that when you're playing in playoffs, it's almost like, seasons within themselves during that week, and that, you almost start from scratch. And so we got to do a great job this late in the season of being disciplined to do a better job than Texas.
That wasn't the exact response for which you were talking about there. But
No.
that was close.
It was
Essentially
close.
the gist of it, like we're moving on.
Right. Because I feel like, as reporters, we are always the kind where it's easy to get ahead of yourself, but it's also, there's these other storylines that we focus on, but they're completely locked in. They're like, thank you, next. Like, they're not focused on the fact that they are one win away from a trip to the national title game. It's Texas first. And yeah, just somebody had asked him about it, and he literally said, I didn't sleep. Like, it was Texas tape next. I got some rest last night, but I took basically no time
Too
to
hopped
really.
up.
Yeah.
Too hopped up. Not sleeping. I don't know why. Like Dom Taberi, 10 TV's Dom Taberi. Nicole Sheeran is in studio here with us from 10, and he's standing at the door like he'll do, just waving his hand and just seeing
He
what we're
loves a
doing.
good wave.
Dom, I've only invited you on the show like 20 times in a row where you've turned me down.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I got to leave right at 6:15. I got to go home. I got to go.
I got to open. I haven't started the script.
Got to build this house. 6:30. I got to be out of here. I'm like,
football
okay.
fever yet, and I gotta. Yeah.
Why didn't you just come? He should have just come in the studio.
Inside.
He does that anyway.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Because he can do whatever he wants.
He can.
Tim.
He is the
43
godfather
years.
of 10 TV.
43 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Back to what you guys were saying before Dom interrupted us, and I think he waited till we were on air to come wave. He could have done that in the commercial.
Totally.
He wants to see an on-air light.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess this is the positive side of what there was, at least I had a critique of earlier in the season, is setting the expectation being the national championship as the goal. Like actually verbalizing it and making it known that here is what we have the team built for it. This is what we're working towards, and we plan to go win it. That in the beginning of the year, you're just like, man, that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself, and it has been. But now when you sit, 2 games into the playoff, 2 more to go, now all of that just fits perfect. That mindset fits perfect. Okay, yes, everything we want is now 2 games away. And you can even see now you're visualizing it. Now you're like, okay, I can see who it's going to be.
Yep.
We win this one, we win the next one.
That's it.
He talked a lot today about how they're peaking at the right time, which, yes, is true. We all see that. We can all feel that. How he said something about how, yes, we're starting fast now. They've switched from being a second-half team to a first-half team, but they want to have a little bit more. It's night and day, but they also want to see if they can now, what's the next step?
Right.
Keep that going. You
Right.
start fast and then continue that through to the rest of the game. Here he talked about their quarterback. We've seen how Jeremiah Smith is lighting the world on fire. Will Howard's been really good, too.
I think he's done a great job off the field of grasping the concepts. He's put a lot of work in with Chip and with Billy. When the first couple words come out of a play, he can finish it for you. And that's when he knows exactly what's going on. He makes sure everybody's on the same page. When you're in the huddle, you can communicate a lot of information, situation, down, distance, score, all those things that come into play. I think that's been important. I also think his footwork has improved. And I think when his footwork is on time and he's able to time some things up in terms of his play actions and drop back passes, you're seeing him play, really good football, making good decisions, and throwing the ball accurately.
We've gotten into bigger discussions about quarterback play, and I think we also had this one kind of nailed at the start of the year in the offseason. He's going to be good enough.
Yep.
He's going to be good enough with all these guys that they have on this team.
Well, I also just love how fiery Will is. Like, I feel like there's this energy about him. And, I mean, we saw at the Oregon game in October did not end well for him. He wanted revenge against the Ducks. He got it. I feel like there's all these storylines where now Texas is the one team he never beat in the Big 12. He's going to want to beat them. Like, I feel like all of that is adding up to Will just playing his best football right now.
Yeah.
I think that good enough might be underselling how good he's been.
Yeah.
I realize that. Yeah, I realize that.
So I'm mad at you for that.
You know what I meant by saying that?
No, you looked me in the eye and said he's been good enough.
I did not say it with a
and
smug
so you
tone.
did. You did.
I'm not
Your hair,
smug.
it bobbed. Your hair was bobbing at me because you were smiling and you were doing. He's been good enough.
No, but
good enough.
And I didn't like that because I think he's been
He's
better
not
than good
CJ.
enough.
He's not Justin Fields. He's not Dwayne Haskins. But
he's. I mean, Sark even said it today when he talked. He said people don't give Will enough credit for how good of a quarterback he is.
I just walked
and
right
you
into
just
it.
walked right into it.
But it lets us get to the conversation.
Yeah.
Because he has been what I think we thought he was when he came in was going to be this dual threat. I think as he's matured in this offense, he's become a really good passer.
Yes.
Nicole, Sharon, 10 TV, stay or leave? Do you want to stay?
I can stay.
We're doing our thing next segment. All right.
She stays.
She's staying. If you were paying attention to me and Dane, there's a thing that was on our minds, and we're going to incorporate it into the Power 5, ranking things on a Friday night. Next, it's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Death, taxes, and beating Michigan every damn year. This is your flagship home for Ohio State football. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. And procrastination, it's the thief of time. Do you really want to head into the new year with the same old joint pain, the stuff that's been bothering you all the way through this last year and probably many prior years? Make the decision now to say no. I'm going to get it fixed, and I'm going to get moving again in 2025 with the help from my friends at QC Kinetics. See, they're the leaders in regenerative medicine and joint preservation. They're located right here in Columbus, Ohio, under the leadership of Dr. Ray Tesner, the founder of Grant Sports Medicine and a classically trained orthopedic surgeon. He's going to help you revitalize your joints with advanced orthobiologic treatments at QC Kinetics, things like PRP, so you don't have to have surgery. There's no drugs. There's no downtime. It's the future of medicine. Tens of thousands of people already know about it, so don't wait any longer. Go give them a call at 380-208-4544 for your free consultation. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices in Dublin and Gahanna, so they're conveniently located all through Central Ohio.
Get ready, Buckeye fans. Donato's just added something special to the pizza playbook. Introducing Donato's new Block O pizza. Donato's golden thin crust cut in that trademark Block O shape, loaded with crispy pepperoni, smoked provolone cheese, and Buckeye Spirit. It's the perfect pizza for game day or any day in Buckeye country. Now get a Block O pizza for just $10 with any pizza purchase. Order today with the Donato's app or at donatos.com.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
AgPro has been family owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hey, it's Anthony. I know what you didn't receive as a gift, a new pair of feet. But I know how you can feel like you did. Get to the Good Feet store. That's because they're going to help you eliminate your foot pain. And not by just throwing some insoles into your shoes and sending you on your way. They'll make it very personal. They asked me about my daily activities, the type of pain that brought me in, and they properly measured my feet and arch size. You're not done. It's test walk time. Once you're fitted at the Good Feet store, they're going to put those arch supports right into your own shoes. You can immediately feel the difference they make with every step. And then it's the best time. Start enjoying the comfort immediately. You'll walk out wearing your new arch supports hassle-free and begin living the life you love without pain. The Good Feet store has helped many people relieve their pain, me included. No waiting required. Good Feet arch supports are immediately available. Good Feet products are proudly made in the USA. The Good Feet store. They're on Polaris Parkway and on Stringtown Road in Grove City or goodfeet.com.
If somebody is still asking what you want for Christmas, just tell them to sign you up for the Fan Golf League at Fairway Columbus. You don't want to miss out on all this fun. Chance to keep your game sharp, chance to get inside and still play golf during these winter months, and a chance to win signed memorabilia, game tickets, gift cards, and more, including some prize packs from Woodford Reserve. There's going to be drink specials every week, and there's that McGinnis Grill delicious food. The 12-week league starts on January 5th, and there are only a few spots remaining. Sign up now.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Because there's nothing better to do on a Friday night, let's just rank 5 things. It's the Buckeye Show's Power 5.
Oh, it's going to be a fun one here tonight. Dane and I were just chatting about this. First, though, we are brought to you by our good friends at CareSource and also by Coors Light. We thank them for sponsoring this lovely radio show. Timmy Hall, Dane Sanzenbacher, Nicole Sheeran of 10 TV is hanging out in the studio with us, the Bode man back there. So we did a little Instagram live, Dane and I, while we were waiting for the big game against Tennessee.
Yeah.
And it was
how Gen Z of us, you know?
Yeah, I was about to say very Gen Z.
We're seeing it.
We're really proud of you guys.
We were doing live stuff on the phones.
The way you said that.
I'm really proud of you
filming it and we were talking.
It's good. We know what we're doing.
I know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we escaped the cold, and we also didn't want to be around the Barstool Sports guys while they were doing their thing. And then I found out that Portnoy helped keep a pizza shop open. And I say, I don't like your stuff.
Oh, he did? I was about to say something mean.
But that's cool. You just, right out of the blue, gave this guy in Baltimore $65,000 so he could keep his pizza shop running. I'm like, okay, one bite, everyone knows the rules. Got it.
Yeah.
So we left there and went inside the beautiful, the one and only, the iconic St. John Arena. And we chatted for like 5 minutes just about the gym before we talked Buckeyes in Tennessee. I didn't know you were such a lover of that place, but
I didn't either.
You went up a couple notches in my book when I found out how much you do love
Tim, I didn't.
SJA.
It came over me. I didn't know I loved the place until we walked in there. I was like, wait.
It's a shame.
What in the world
is
this?
It's
and
a shame.
Is it not being used?
Can't we just do one there?
We sat.
I know you had to take the scoreboard off. Put a different one in. Let's just do one there.
Well, we'll
That's
get to that. We should lobby for that after our list, because some of mine is we'll touch on it. Well, yours will too.
Here we go. Because we you guys know I'm a college basketball lover. We'll be getting back also here this coming week to regular Mad About Hoops podcasts. Colin, Evil Bald Colin, does that with me. He's been traveling all over the place. Jacob Reimer, Rhyme Time, huge college basketball fan. We're getting him involved with it. We're back this coming week to doing that. And this is perfect fodder for that. But the top 5 college basketball gyms, here we go. I start you off with a number 5 that not a lot of people will think about, but Rhyme Time will love this one. I'm talking about the original North Carolina gym, Carmichael Auditorium, where Michael Jordan played his games.
Ryan will love that.
They shut this down in 1984 to get ready for the Dean Dome opening up. And Dean Dome's great. It's massive. It's like 23,000 seats. I went to the other like basketball blue blood. So that color, that shade of blue kind of throws me off a bit. Carmichael Auditorium, packed in there tight. The women played there for a long. They might even still play there as their main home. Place is awesome. Great gym. Number 4 for me, St. John Arena. No lie. Like, it's up there. I told you. And I'm just to let you know, I kept
John's.
Allen Fieldhouse John's.
Yeah, say John's.
Stop. Use it for Kroger and Meyer, not for St. John Arena. I left Allen Fieldhouse off my list, okay? So you can think that that would be my normal number 1. I left it off the list for that purpose. St. John Arena, for everything we talked about in that Instagram Live, it is way up there for me.
You have
number
to throw
3.
in the Instagram Live again.
Yeah,
Do you remember? Did you hear that Tim and I did an Instagram Live?
No.
I mean,
it's really easy if you want us to show you how to do it.
Can you guys teach me?
Yep, you get on your phone, you tap.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
You just like one touch, and then you're on the live.
Oh, and you can just
and you
go
hold
live.
it, and actually, if you hold it right, and you can flip the camera around so you can see yourself on.
Oh, so it's like a selfie. Do you guys know what a selfie is?
We had interesting comments too.
And you do it live, and you say interesting stuff.
Can I join next time?
You can watch. That's the thing about it. We'll show you after. We'll show you. Do your list.
Number 3, Big 5 basketball, the city of Philadelphia, brotherly love, and the brotherly shove. The Palestra.
Great.
This place is a
that's a good one.
cathedral. I saw an Ivy League game there. I saw Princeton and Penn
Oh, that's cool.
in that building, and then had a cheesesteak afterwards, and not at Pat's or Gino's. And number 2, Hinkle Fieldhouse, a gem of the sport. It's on the National Historic Registry. It's in Indianapolis. It's where the Butler Bulldogs play. It's where they filmed Hoosiers in the last game. Number 1, Cameron Indoor Stadium, home of the Duke Blue Devils. There's not a lot like it. There's not a lot like it. Not a lot like it with the fans and the environment. Every single game. It's a gym that's bulletproof in terms of the game. Doesn't matter if it's the exhibition game or North Carolina. It's packed and everyone's passionate.
It's a great list, Tim. Kudos to you.
Oh, here we go.
I'll do my own little.
Sucks, doesn't it?
No, it was a good list. And in fact, so I'm going to do my list top to bottom.
Okay.
1 to 5.
Oh, I forgot the Schottenstein Center.
Come on,
Jeez.
Tim.
Can't believe you left that one out.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
And I'm going to do that because, well, one, great minds think alike. We have a lot of overlap here. But my whole list is built off of not about environment. It's just the gym. Mine is built off of these are places that like I would Airbnb and just want to live in for a little bit. I don't care about the environment.
I'm picturing Dane in a sleeping bag.
Like the Rogers Center, where you can actually
Tim, you know what you felt like when
at
we
the
walked
Toronto
in?
Blue Jays Stadium, that
Wait,
kind
you
of
can do
thing.
that?
When you walked into St. John Arena, how awesome did that feel?
The best.
Yeah, it was
Best
like this is just
moment I've ever
comforting.
felt.
This is solid. It's the best we've had. It's the best time we've ever had. Let's just say it.
Best time we've ever had.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the best
I'm
ever.
glad you guys shared that.
So all of these, I didn't take environment. That's why I left Cameron Indoor off. But these are just places that's like these gyms. They just get it.
Yeah.
They're built for basketball.
Love that.
We better
1.
hurry up because the show's almost over.
Number 1, Allen Fieldhouse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I know.
It
You don't have
threads
to
that
sell it to
needle.
me.
It's really, really good. I've been told, really want to go to that one. One that I have been to a lot, though, also really good. Also a lot of history. Also feels like this is just comfortable and this is made for basketball. Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana.
His wife went to Indiana.
That one needs to be on the list. And actually, full disclosure, she helped me with this list, but it's still a really great list.
I've been there. It's up there. Just barely missed the cut.
Number 3, my number 3 and 4, you both had already. You had already. Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Hinkle's 3. 2 Indianas.
4, the Palestra. Both of these places, I would just like cozy up and like, this is my house. I want to live here for a little bit.
You leave. I want to hear number 5 because I want to see one you leave off here. What's number 5?
Number 5, I took a little bit of a zag just because when I think basketball, there's something so unique about this place. The Garden in Boston.
Oh, interesting.
I went off of college. You didn't stipulate that, but
I
when
guess
I
St.
watched,
John's plays there.
there's they will. the different colored wood planks on the floor. It is a classic basketball
Hey,
arena.
Buckeyes smashed Kentucky by 20 there. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we love it there because of that.
What are your tops, Nicole?
I really like Pauley Pavilion, UCLA.
Pauley.
I mean, I'm from California. I'm from that area. I think it's super cool. Also, I worked in Waco before coming here, and Baylor had just built Foster Pavilion, which is the new arena. It's a pit.
Basketball only, obviously.
Home court advantage was awesome. Those would be like my top two, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Final thought about the Cotton Bowl coming up here. Buckeyes
Final thought
and Texas.
is Buckeyes are going to roll. I feel really good about their matchup with Texas. I think they're ready to go make a statement and keep it going to Atlanta.
I love how I said that, like the game's tomorrow.
Right. We still got some
we
time.
have another
we have a
week.
whole week.
The game is next
Kickoff
Friday.
is literally, yeah,
it's
at
in
this
a week.
time, next Friday, pretty much.
Dane?
Know who is kicking off soon, though?
Buckeye basketball.
Yeah,
Buckeyes.
hoops, baby.
Yeah. I feel it for this one.
I feel it.
I'm intrigued to see what our crowd is tonight.
I am
for
too.
Friday night. You want this to be a Saturday
Friday
or
night
Sunday
hoops,
game.
Let's go. What else are you doing on a Friday night?
You got to be happy about the football team. Get your butt out there. Watch this team.
Yes.
Come on. Trying to get to 10-4 here, beat a top 20 Michigan State team. Dane, thanks for doing it.
Well, thanks for having me, Tim.
Absolutely.
Thanks for doing
it's a pleasure.
Sanzi boy.
Thanks.
Don't forget your.
Did I bring up Georgia one time in this whole?
You
in
didn't.
This, did I?
Sanzi boy.
We can.
We got to
That's
go.
okay.
Don't forget
Okay, we gotta go.
Don't forget your Rose Bowl placard that's on my desk.
I will.
Okay?
Fish has it. Yes.
All right. We've got some warm up coming up. Buckeye basketball taking on Michigan State. Download the Buckeye Show podcast anywhere you get your audio. If you missed it, it sounded like I couldn't speak right there. Buckeye basketball against the Spartans coming up next on The Fan.
Your morning just got beefier. Morning Juice with Beamer, Bobby, and Shark.
Weekdays from 6 to 9.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
I used to love shooting hoops with my dad, who taught me great lessons beyond the game. He was the one who helped me open my first bank account. He told me, credit unions take care of you like a teammate and often have the best rates. That's why I've been a Credit Union of Ohio member for 40 plus years.
Make life more affordable at Credit Union of Ohio. With great rates on savings and loans, Credit Union of Ohio has been trusted by families for generations. Visit cuofohio.org to join today. That's cuofohio.org. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Don't miss a minute of the Ohio State football postseason presented by CareSource, Kroger, and State Farm. Celebrate the culmination of the 2024 season with all of Buckeye Nation and follow along on the official athletic site. From the opening postseason kickoff to the final whistle in Atlanta, we have you covered. It's the 2024 Ohio State football postseason presented by CareSource, Kroger, and State Farm. Visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/postseason central now for more information. Go Bucks!
Attention Buckeye Nation. Get ready and grab a Coors Light to cheer on our Ohio State Buckeyes as we fight for a spot in the championship. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose chill. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
This just in, hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has added new strength equipment. Save $28 or more when you join today, and you can be one of the first to try it out. We're raising the bar with new benches, and our new hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all of the best-in-class equipment we've always had, with most clubs open 24 hours, so you can work out your way on your time. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends January 10th. See Home Club for